Hello Twitch, hello YouTube, this is Captain Nav. Hope you're all doing well today. I'll continue my simming adventures. Still in Canada today, flying from Winnipeg, Charlie Yankee Whiskey Golf, to Montreal Pierre Trudeau Airport, Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima, on the 737-800 courtesy of PMDG. So obviously it's a real-time flight, so it's still kind of early morning in Winnipeg, and we are sitting on stand number 7, I believe it is. Yep, number 7, and we'll get cracking. So like always, the first thing we're gonna do is set up the fuel, and the fuel required today, like always, courtesy of PFPX, as 8.7, that's rounded up, so 8.7. So we have a bit of fuel in the center tank. The payload is zero fuel weight of 60 tons. It's a fairly busy flight, and as far as the doors are concerned, I'll close all the doors and then reopen them as we go along. Or maybe Multi-Crew Experience will open them. So I'll stay on this page for this FMC, and we'll go on the overhead panel, and the RS mode selectors, go to nav. We can test the clacker, the stall warner. I'll put the emergency exit lights to arm position, give the ground some power and the galley, and then come down and do the fire tests. So check this one, wheel well fire warning, and check this one as well, and then the cargo fire. So everything is done. The oxygen is tested as well, and we check all the gear pins. They should be sitting along here, so they're here as well, so that's all good. So now we can jump into the FMC, and that's the correct model. 737-800 Whiskey Lima. And 26K is the engine rating. Nav data is correct for today, and the position of the aircraft. We are in Charlie Yankee Yankee Whiskey Golf, and the RS position, and go to GPS left, previous page, and here we are. So I've got company route today. It's Charlie Yankee Whiskey Golf, Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima 01. Flight number is WestJet 318. And looking at the weather, looks like it's gonna be departure from runway 18. Just checking the weather, the latest weather I have. Yeah, the wind is calm, so we'll go runway 18. So runway 18. That should be fine. So this is the route to Roma, then to Degva, to 49 north 90 west, 47 north 80 west to Bemog, and from there we'll pick up the arrival. So that's correct, we can execute. And go to departure arrival, departure from Winnipeg, runway 18, and we'll leave it as such. We're not going to do that departure. So expecting radar vectors towards Roma, and for the arrival, it's gonna be runway 24 right or 24 left. So just 24 left for the moment. The Leffler 24 Bravo via Bemog, and execute. Just check that there's no discontinuity. So after Bemog, yeah, we've got an arrival, and there's no discontinuity there, so that's good. Next, we can jump to the Perfinet page. The reserve is 2. Looking at the flight plan on the other machine, reserve 2.3. My cost index is 35. Altitude, cruise altitude today is planned on 370. Yeah, it's fairly high, not bad. And the cruise wind, that's the first, well, the top of climb wind is 003 at 34. So this wind will determine the climb speed in the FMC. Transition altitude is 18,000. And we'll leave that as it is. Cool. In the meantime, we can do the safety inspection checklist. Close the right entry forward. Okay. Need to close it, that's it. Okay, cool. Right, close right entry aft. So that's the right entry aft, close it. Closing, okay. Alright. I'm getting confused now. Okay. Oh yeah, he does it automatically and kind of override it. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Safety inspection checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and shocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On. On.
Electric, hydraulic, pumps.
On.
If we stick to the checklist, it should be on landing gear.
Down.
Aircraft, documents.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Cool. Okay, that's done. Excelente. Hello Maeve, how you doing? So this is done. That door is finally closed. And we can get cracking for the rest. We're gonna request boarding. And up here. Okay, this comes on, it's all set, we can start the APU now. The window heat comes on. That's all set. And trim air. That's 370 as the cruise altitude. And the airport elevation. It seems that PMDG sets it automatically to the destination. Ah no, I'm talking rubbish. It's actually the altitude at the departure 800. That's not correct. The correct altitude is 100 at Montreal. So 100. This comes off. We'll reset this one. And all these good things are set. Back and brake can be set now.
Hello.
All good. Excellent. So the boarding seems to be finished. Now they'll do the bags probably. And we can come back here. The QNH is in inches and latest METAR. Winnipeg 3029. Cool, that's quite high. Three 029. Flight doctors come on. We'll go to, let's see the departure. There's no departure actually, but wrong chart. Departure, maintain 4,000 feet. That's on the other departure, but we'll keep that one as so 4,000 initially. Runway heading is 185. Hello, Whiskey Lover 75. All good so far. Can't complain. I hope you're good. So no, the SID is a function of the flight plan really. If you're going, let's say, a point called A, B, C, D, E, well, your departure will be a function of that really. So there's no, we don't follow the, there's no SID, so we don't arm LNAV. We go ahead and select on departure and then take it from there. I'll take the airport and I'll take, that's about it. We've got already, the transponder is already on. Shouldn't be on. Anyway, the guys outside are still loading, I think. Let's have a look.
I take it you no longer want me around. Time to say goodbye.
Yeah, I think they're done. Yeah, boarding completed. Okay, no worries. We'll do the performance. So zero fuel weight 60 tons. That's correct for a takeoff rate of 68.8. Oh, cool. Excellent. It's a nice day today, like always. Takeoff weight of 68.8 minus the taxi fuel. Yeah, that's correct. And one will go 22k and leave it like this. That's usually works out in all cases, except maybe if it's a short runway. The trim and the speeds 143, 144, 149. So we'll set to 149. As I say, we don't arm L nav and 4,000 feet is set. So that's all good. We can do the checklist now. Just to double check the status of the doors. Yeah, the doors are closed, so we're good. Excellent. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. IRS mode selector.
Nav
Gear fins.
removed.
Oxygen.
Tested.
Yaw damper.
On.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Fuel quantity.
As required.
Fuel pumps.
On.
Cabin galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Passenger signs.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross-checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Speed brake lever.
Down.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Take off refit.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
Set.
N1 IAS bugs.
Set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Flight set door.
Locked.
Doors.
Closed.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Very good. Yeah, the graphics are okay. I mean, it's Flight Simulator X. It's not pre-filmed, but yeah, it's not too bad. Right, yo, we're ready to go. Got all the passengers on. We've disconnected the ground services, and we can do the flow. So the hydraulic air pumps go off, the packs go off, anti-coal on, and this one come to alt off, and the parking brake is set. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Hydraulic A pumps.
Off.
Packs.
Off.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Should be on parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Off.
Before start checklist complete.
So there's no moisture, so we can disregard the warning. And the push for runway 18 is gonna be looking at the chart to face nose to the left and tail to the right. Number 2.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
This guy is getting into position. Yep. Here's the ground man.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Locking gear.
Okay, look.
Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
So like always with GSX, we'll disregard that. We can start the engines in icing conditions during the push. There are no restrictions at all. Yeah, I was wondering, I could hear the stream. I need to lower the sound on the other machine. So we'll start number 2. And 2. All pressure and 1. We'll wait for 25% on the N2 here roughly and bring the fuel in. We are turning away nicely on the taxiway. It's good. We got starter cut out.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Stand by. Number 2 is stable. We'll start engine number 1. Switch the start switch to ground. And 2 starts rotating.
Unlocking gear.
And 2 all pressure and 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass main removed.
Bring the fuel in. The engine start. Quite well. So basically this needle is the more forward. This one is kind of behind and that one even more behind.
Left is
That
clear.
makes sense.
Right is clear.
Starter cut out and the red line is gonna disappear now, and the NGT doesn't move too bad actually. Yesterday it kind of jumped from about 340 to like 420. Anyway, we'll come up here. It's come on. Probit come on. Anti-ice is not required, although it's cold, it's dry, so we don't need it. This is all set. Start switch is continuous. APU off. We'll blank the engine display. Flaps to 5. And the these ones are idle detent, so that's good. Very good. Yeah, Boeing is good. I like Boeing. So, sorry about the view. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators.
On. On.
Probe heat.
On.
Anti-ice.
as required.
Hydraulic A pumps.
On,
Air condition.
set,
Isolation valve.
auto,
Engine start. Switches.
on,
APU.
off,
Recall.
checked,
Flaps.
set,
Stab trim.
set,
Start. Levers.
on.
Before taxi. Checklist complete.
Okay, so he's quite happy with the checklist, so we can move on. So it's my job to put the lights. And as they say, adelante, let's go. So we'll look at the EFB, make sure we go in the right direction. Actually, I could have pushed the other way around, but it's okay, we'll just taxi along nicely here. Check this, that's good. So we're gonna go around the corner there and then along this kind of taxiway, which kind of runs parallel to the terminal. Where's the flipping taxiway? Oh, here's the second line. Yeah. Cool. So far so good, I'm not getting lost. So before takeoff to the line checklist.
Before takeoff to the line checklist. Config.
Checked,
Recall.
checked,
Flight controls.
checked,
Flaps.
set,
Stabilizer. Trim.
set,
Take off. Refit.
complete,
Cabin.
secure.
Before takeoff to the line checklist complete.
Very, very good. Right, so I think now is gonna be the next right, yeah. So next right onto Foxtrot and then right again onto Tango. So instead right on Foxtrot and then right on Tango. So with the simulator, you kind of, or to a taxi, you need to add thrust all the time. At least that's the way I experience it. Whereas on the aircraft, yeah, just add thrust a little bit at the beginning, and then the aircraft keeps rolling away. So this was Foxtrot. Then we set to the right again at Tango, I think. Yeah, Tango coming up. Yeah, the takeoff at night depends on the airport itself, but some airports are open 24 hours a day, well, non-stop. Others have night bans. Depends really on the airport themselves and the part of the world you're in. So we go all the way to the end of Tango, and then that would be runway 18, hopefully. So I gave an ETA of 11:25. At the moment it's showing 11:52. I'm always too optimistic. Oh well. Sorry. I can't update it now because that would mean I have to faff about on the computer and close this window and all that stuff. It will be too much hassle. So every time it's a kind of estimate, but I'm not estimating it properly. Why don't you why is the thing you don't like in the takeoff is like just like the climbing away, like the acceleration and then the feeling of like, you know, going off the ground? Is that why you don't like? Runway entry procedure.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Before takeoff, below the line checklist.
Before takeoff, below the line checklist. Engine start switches.
On.
It's supposed to be on MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
Auto.
Landing and strobe lights.
As required.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff, below the line checklist complete.
Cool, so we're set. Yeah, the climbing is always a little bit, you know, you feel it in your stomach, you know, kind of. But, it's all good. So that's runway 18. Ooh-la. So 40%. Let the engines spool up. Toga. What's that? Okay, we continue. $80 knots. That was interesting. Actually happened to me once. The thing that goes off.
Rotate.
Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Commander. Welcome. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 selected. Gear up and secured.
Flaps up.
Flaps coming up.
After takeoff, flow.
Ready for checklist.
After takeoff, checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Air condition and pressurization.
Set.
Landing gear.
Up and off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Flaps.
Up, no lights.
Altimeters.
Standard set.
After takeoff checklist complete.
Yeah, 17 hours on a flight is a long time, man. It's a long, long time. But when you have to do it, you have to do it. I can see the sun is coming up. Very nice. Yeah, multi-crew experience is a little bit whimsical from time to time, but usually works out okay-ish. Right, we'll climb all the way up. There are no restrictions. Very much on my own, so I can go all the way up. That's it.
Setting track 006.
Need to remember to silence him, otherwise he picks up on what I'm saying, then does stupid things. At least he's not shut down the engine. 10 checks climb.
10 checklist. Recall. 10 checklist complete.
Muchas gracias. Alright. Right. So up we go now. All the way to 370. Going towards Roma. And, yeah, it's cool. You can see the sun is not very far. So we should get a nice sunrise. yeah, pilot HD nada. No problem, man. So now it's time for coffee while we climb away. That's quite cool. The EFB has sequenced the phase of flight, so now I'm on the en route section, which is good. Sorry, I can't, for the moment, I'm not really sure how I can put it on the stream. because it's on another machine, so I refer to the EFB quite often, but yeah, it's there next to me, but we can't see it on the stream. It's all good. Active Sky Next is following as well. It's good. Excellent. Whiskey Lover 75, if you like the stream, then you can hit the follow button, that'll be great. You'll get to know when I'm streaming next. Just get the notification. I was actually going to fly from Vancouver all the way to Montreal, but it's 4 hours, so it's a little bit too long. So Winnipeg is only about 2 hours from Montreal, or to Montreal, so it's not too bad. Hey man, thank you for the follow. Welcome on board, sir. Okay, cool. Yesterday morning I was flying to Toronto, and it was still fairly cold. It was just above freezing. Is it still quite cold where you are as well? I mean, obviously this morning on the flight here, the temperature is still like, you know, early morning, so the temperature is quite cold, but is it warming up a little bit during the day? Because it's like mid-May. I mean, I was quite surprised by the temperature for mid-May. And I mean, I know it's Canada, but still. Okay. I guess it's high pressure, so if the weather is clear at night, I guess the temperatures drop a little bit. And then there's maybe a bit of... up here looks like a northerly wind, so there's maybe a bit of wind coming from further north, which I guess will make it a little bit chilly. That's cool. So the flight plan, courtesy of FlightAware actually. You can get all the flight plans in North America. It's giving us today some coordinates instead of kind of traditional waypoints. So after Degva we go to 49 north 90 west, and then to 47 north 80 west, and into Bimok. So it's a kind of little bit of a customized route. That seems to be the kind of standard route between these two airports. Oh, look at the sun, it's coming up. The sun is coming up. It's not gonna be long before we can see the sun. So a few weeks back I was flying in around Asia, and I was getting sunsets, and the moment I'm flying around North America and I'm getting sunrise. So I'm kind of flying a little bit all around the place and just having fun. And, yeah, it's great. Oh, cool! The line down on the left-hand side with the most recent followers updated. Oh, very nice. So you get to see your name, Whiskey Lover 75. Cool. Yeah, I had a quick look yesterday at FS Captain. I need to look at it and maybe try to, if there's a trial version, have a look around, yeah, see what you can do with it. Sorry, I need to check my email very quickly. I'm waiting for an email, but it's not coming. Yeah, so in the trial, hey Jamie Sundari, how are you doing? Another email I get. Okay. But, yeah, that's not the email I was expecting. Sorry. They'll get back to me whenever they feel like it. Okay, I can concentrate on this again. Yeah, South Korea is interesting. North Korea even more, I guess. But yeah, South Korea is a good place. Nice ladies. Fly an airline that actually does does both. Actually, yeah, we do both. But it's mostly passengers though, and it's maybe 90%, 10% something mostly. And that's what I mostly do as well. I rarely do a cargo. But it's exactly the same. It's just cargo is actually quite good in the way that you go to like kind of smaller airports and kind of less busy places at less busy times, and the operation is actually a little bit easier. But yeah. It's actually the same space. Instead of putting seats, it's just like all the like the cargo decks, and yeah, but it's exactly the same space. So either you put pallets, or otherwise you put seats and passengers. It's exactly the same. It's not gonna take the 10 kilos, it's scavenging probably. Make him come off. Jamie, if you like the stream, I invite you to click the follow button so that you'll know next time I'm on. Almost getting there. 35.7 to up to 37. And I've got 1,000 feet to go, which is cool. Beam. Apart from the YouTube video, no, I've not flown into St. Martin. It looks actually good fun. I mean, I really enjoyed making that video on St. Martin, and obviously you can see all the videos and all the various like TV programs and stuff. All these video clips you can find online. You can see the planes just flying over the beach, and yeah, it looks like a good, a fun place to go to. Maybe one day I'll go there and also do the tourist thing of sitting on the fence and being blown by the jet blast. That must be something. That must be really cool, man. Stand there and get blown by the jet blast. Wow. That would be really, really cool. You can actually see people like really like holding onto the rail and the fence, and they really hold really tight, because otherwise they'll just get blown. And some people they cannot like, you know, they cannot resist, and they just like have to run away from the fence and they get blown. It's mental. Well, today is whiskey lover. Today is obviously Winnipeg to Montreal. Yesterday was Quebec City to Toronto. Next, I'm not really sure. I still have to decide. But as I said, like a few minutes ago, I was flying a little bit around Asia recently. The moment it's North America. I'll probably come back towards Europe a little bit, and yeah, kind of flying around the place for the live streams. And then I put the streams on the YouTube channel as well, along with the videos I make from time to time. Yeah, to come back to Saint Martin, I'm wondering like what height the planes like fly over the beach. I mean, I think it looks like there's slightly displaced threshold, so maybe they fly, I don't know, 200, 150 feet above the beach or something. I'm not really sure, but it looks really, really close. Yeah, that's really one place I would like to go and see with my own eyes, so to speak. That would be really cool. I understand you can go on a KLM flight, so maybe one day. Yeah, where am I? Yeah, I think I'll be back around Europe next for the next stream. Actually, I had like a bit of a break from kind of schedule the other night. But yeah. Ooh, the sun is starting. We can start seeing the tip of it, the very, very tip of it. Just there. Let's see. It's nice to see the sunset, but not when you've spent the whole night on the aircraft. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Cancun is cool. It's a good place to be as well. So many places to go to and so little time available to do it. That's it. The sun is definitely coming up. So looking kind of southwest, it's obviously dark. But looking to the east, the sun is coming up. Yeah, with a name like that, I mean, the guess is it's not really random, is it? Whiskey is nice. With moderation. I don't want to start like being accused of promoting drinking whiskey and stuff, so I'll just say to go with moderation, be politically incorrect.